Hey, how you guys doing? Yeah, I never thought I'd see myself here either, but yeah, today we're going to be looking over the Pickaxe, which is arguably the most overpowered weapon in the game. So, yeah, the Pickaxe. Well, first we're going to be looking over what kind of a character we need to be able to even function. So, the peasant attire, that's a must. I don't recommend wearing the whole set because then you would be too OP. You would be overpowered as shit. I mean, the amount of lightning defense you have is it's fucking incredible. But yeah, so we're not going to wear the hat. As you can see here as well, you need at least a bit of vigor. At least 2,700. Here I got 2,671, so yeah, I'm a fucking disgrace. But you should at least have 2,700 for this build. At least. So yeah, let's actually take a few minutes to talk about the pickaxe and how it's acquired. Actually, I'm not going to tell you, it's going to take too damn long. But the pickaxe's damage is at 300, well, it's base damage, and it has an A scaling in strength. Now, this is at plus 10. This is not infused with anything or whatever, this is just plus 10. And actually, if you've seen at the beginning of the video, me being at 22 strength gave me 79, I believe. So if you had a 40 strength character, of course, you're going to benefit much more from this. So let's talk about some of its strengths. It has a unique moveset. It's one-handed attacks, one-handed R1s anyway, does great axe attacks, believe it or not. And its two-handed R1 attacks does the same attacks as the Lost Sinner's Ultra Greatsword. So, yeah, it has some unique attacks, even though its attacks are all fucking vertical and you can't hit shit with it. But yeah, it also has a stupidly high counter damage at 150, which is equivalent to katanas and the embedded greatsword as well. It's also kind of light, I guess, at 8 units. This is pretty light, I suppose, for great axes, but of course, it bounces out from it being about as long as a fucking broom. So yeah, let's talk about some of its weaknesses. It's got a tracking equivalent to a death bat. So, as we mentioned earlier, the moveset is diverse, but the problem is that when an enemy moves while you're midway through your attack, you will not track after them at all. So you really have to predict what your enemy is going to do at pretty much all times. It's also short as shit for a great hammer. As I mentioned earlier, it's about as long as a broom, but now that I think about it, that's giving it way too much credit. It's also a sweet spot weapon. So, okay, for example, halberds, you have to hit people with the blade in order to actually do any amount of damage, and this weapon works the same. But the weird thing is that if you hit an enemy with the very tip of the pickaxe, like you just grazed them with the end of the hitbox, it's not going to count as a sweet spot attack, which is very unfortunate. It also doesn't benefit from the Leo ring, so similar to the Morningstar, even though this weapon is an all thrust damage weapon, it doesn't benefit from the Leo ring in any way. It also has very inconsistent damage. I've tested this with some hollows, and sometimes on the same hollows it would do 470 damage, sometimes it would do 490, 507, 512, all in the same hollow. It's just inconsistent. You might say, well, maybe it's a counter damage buff, but it would do 50% more, not 10 damage or 20 damage more. I don't know what the fuck is up with it. So let's actually talk about how to use it. Very first thing you're going to want to do once you actually put yourself through the misery of getting the weapon is you're going to want to get used to the moveset and the hitbox in either PvE or PvP or both. And also practice counterattacking. This weapon is not long. It doesn't do that much damage. And it's also very slow. So counterattacking is this weapon. You need to learn how to counterattack in order to be successful at all. Another thing too, you're gonna want to wear heavy armor. Something with good poise. I mean, yeah, the peasant set is very OP, but don't be a scumbag. Don't use that. Use, I don't know, Havels or something. But the reason why is because, as I just mentioned, counterattacks is key with this. That's the only way you're gonna really get anywhere. And you're gonna want poise, because most of the time you're going to be trading attacks, and without any poise, if you so much as get farted on, that's going to stun you, and you're not going to want that, especially mid-swing. especially since I don't think this weapon has any hyper armor. What hyper armor is when you're mid-swing and the enemy is unable to interrupt your swing because the weapon gives you hyper armor. And this weapon does not give you hyper armor, at least I don't think so. No matter what, I'm always being stunned by daggers or whatever mid-swing. It doesn't seem to matter. But with this weapon, you also need to be very patient. It's underused for a reason. Its attacks are arguably shit. It's all vertical. You have to be patient. You have to mess around with the weapon quite a bit. But in conclusion, yes, I'm coming to the conclusion of a 30-minute video in the first 6 minutes. This is a very high-risk, high-reward weapon. By that I mean very mediocre damage, and risk as in, geez, if you so much as walk with this weapon, it's a risk. But yeah, if that's your idea of a good weapon, you know, it's a very high-risk, high-reward weapon. Give it a shot. But I do recommend using the Peasant's Attire, and because, you know, arguably this weapon is mediocre, so you're going to need some very good defensive armor, so I really recommend the Peasant's Attire for that role. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and enjoy the last 24 minutes of it. And yeah, have a good one. Maybe I'll have a UUW up in the future for Dark Souls 3. The reason why I haven't really done UUWs for this game is because, well, admittedly, most of the movesets in this game are, there's no unique movesets. Even the Pickaxe, for example, even though I said that it has unique moves, the moves that it has, you know, other weapons have it. The same thing with the Great Hammers. There's no Great Hammer in the game that has specifically its own unique moves, and it's the same thing with the Straight Swords or the Ultra Great Swords. While Dark Souls 1, on the other hand, every weapon in that game, while most weapons in their class, like Straight Swords and the Great Swords and whatnot, they all did the same light attacks. They all did the same R1s, but on the other hand, at least they all had unique heavy attacks. But this game, on the other hand, every weapon is a copy and paste of each other, so you just pick the best weapon with your favorite moveset or with the best reach and damage, and that's it. And, you know, I just thought I should let you guys know why I haven't really done this at all for the past, like, 6-7 months. Actually, I think it's been longer than that. But, yeah, again, guys, have a good one. And maybe I'll have another UUW up on this game, but I think I'm going to be saving it for Dark Souls 3. Alright, I'm gonna slaughter you, Mr. Peasant. Oh yes. It's gonna be a real good day today. Oh, I better eat this grass so I get to buff myself. Okay, I better buff my weapon too, because it is a peasant and that pickaxe looks painful. Okay, let's start this. Roll R1, let's kick his ass. Roll running R1, oh Jesus. Okay, okay. I got him almost cornered. Oh god, that hurt. Oh, I'm dying to death. Okay, roll R1. Oh god. Okay. Oh god. I ran straight into that. I guess I just love the taste of pickaxe. Okay. Okay. R1. Okay. Yeah. He didn't have a shield, but I'll try to guard break him anyway. Oh, parry spam. Oh god, I almost got him there. Oh shit. Okay. Roll R1. Close, almost got him. Okay, R2. Oh, I fucked it up. Okay. Composure. Oh, R1. Okay. Almost got him. Running poke. Oh, Jesus Christ, his fucking Tearstone Rain's activated. I'm fucked now. Look at that. All that damage. Oh, haha, I parried him. Taunt and, oh god, he got up. Oh, hacks. Oh, he's fucking hacking. Oh, he hit me, hacks. Jesus Christ. Alright, so what's this guy gonna do? Running R1? Okay, running R1. What? Oh, running R1. What else is he? Oh, running R1. Haha, countered. Alright, running R1. What? Oh, running R1. Okay. Okay, running R1. Yeah, running R. Oh, Jesus. Okay, running R1. Running R1. Don't worry, no, running R1. Okay, running R1. I'm getting real sick of your shit. So yeah, let's talk about some of his weaknesses. Man, if I say one more time, I'm gonna shove my own boot up my ass. So yeah, I really don't know what else to say about this weapon. Well, what is there to fucking say? Fuck, I don't know.